everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. So it's October. I did a video, I don't know, I think I did the tutorial last like Thursday or Friday, and I intended to post it over the weekend, but I didn't. So it didn't get posted till it was October. I think it would have been October had it posted over the weekend anyways. But this is my Welcome to October video, and we are a couple of days in. I prefer it when months start on a Monday because I don't like to work on the weekends. It's not that I don't like to work. I love my job. I love doing this. But I need to take time off. And this particular weekend, we had stuff to do. Facebook reminded me that I hadn't posted anything in a couple of days. I wanted to ask Facebook if they would like to hire somebody to come and clean my house and do the grocery shopping and the laundry and stuff. Because I can't post every day, Facebook. But welcome to October. I'm going to walk you through some of the October happenings. One of the most exciting things is that Stampin' Up! Has an offer that if you would like to join my team, there's two different specials, and you can pick which one best suits you. You can take 35% off the price of the starter kit and save yourself some money if you already have a lot of stuff, or you can get 35% more in free stuff and pick more free things. And there are some new pre-order things out that you can choose from, and I can send you those if you're interested in that. You also get a paper pumpkin in your kit, and you get to attend our onstage, which is virtual, in early November. And that's a $77 value. I have a few of my Try It class packs. Those go free to my team members. That's a perk of being on my team. You also get all of my tutorials for my online classes. You do have to have a Facebook page because that's where I put them. So to get those, you have to be on our team Facebook. And then so you can see all of my past classes. They're all on there. That's a perk, but then they can get to the actual packet for Try It classes. They're eligible to get those. So I have a couple of those left. I've already had some people join. So once those are out, then I make spares in case of mailing mishaps. So I'll just send out whatever old classes I have. I'll do current ones, as many as I have of those, until those are gone. So you can go to check that out. Then for my free gifts with purchase, when you use the host code, it is merchandise. So base your totals on merchandise, but it does accrue over the month. For $50 spend in October, you'll get these sequins, and you get my first VIP project. This month I'm doing tons of projects. You're going to stamp with me a lot because I have so much paper left from Try It class in certain designs, and I have so many ideas for Christmas projects mostly. So I'm going to use the paper up, and we're going to do a lot of stamping together. So you'll get the VIP 1 project. At $175, you'll get this and VIP 1 and a VIP 2. At $225, you will get all of that because you just keep getting more. You'll get this ribbon and the third VIP, so you'll get 3 projects and 2 things. Plus, if you spend $75 from the 1st to the 5th, you're going to get a bonus VIP project. So you can get up to 4 projects to stamp with me. You only get to see those if you get the VIP projects, or if you get if you're on my team, because they do get those videos as well. If you spend $10, you get all the videos, you just don't get the supplies. So if you spend $50, you get to see all the videos, you just get the supplies for the particular amount that you earned. So that's how those work. And I send those out by the 10th of the following month, so you'll get those in early. That's why, and I do that so you can accrue, because I'm not going to keep mailing stuff. I'm not going to keep paying postage. So that is that. Then for Card Club, I was so excited yesterday. I checked that inventory status all the time because this is what I told my Card Club members I wanted to do for October Club. I do one Christmas club a month. So if you're unfamiliar with my Card Club, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. But this is what I wanted to do. And then this paper went on back order, and I have to have it early this month because we will be in upstate New York at the end of the month. So I have to get Card Club out early. And the paper went on unavailable until like towards, I think it said October 16th, and that wasn't going to work for me. And I was like, no, I told them this is the paper I wanted to use. But yesterday I got on and it was the only thing that came in. So I ordered it right away. So it is our card club of the month. So for my card club, you will get a half a packet of the Joy of Christmas paper, which is the paper that's been on the catalog. So the second we saw the cover of the catalog, I fell in love with this paper because this is just beautiful. It's beautiful paper. So my card club members will get a half a packet of the paper. It's cut, we'll slice it this way. So you'll get a half a packet. It has this fun music. The thing I love about this paper is if we don't use it all up in card club, lots of these pieces can be used year round. So you're gonna get a half a packet of this, and then you'll get, I don't have any of the, you're going to get rhinestones. And I picked the rhinestones, just the basic rhinestones, because we'll be able to color them. These are not the rhinestones. You'll get a full unopened package of the rhinestones, but we'll be able to color them the colors that you want. The embellishments that come with this suite aren't able to be used year round, and I wanted ones that could continue all around because they're very Christmassy, plus they're not available right now. So it worked out well. Then you're going to get a whole spool of the ribbon, which is the very vanilla ribbon. And then you'll get the supplies to make 6 projects. Then always, as a perk of being in my card club, they can order whatever the featured stamp or bundle is that month at catalog cost. This month there's 2. So we will use both of these so they can add on the Christmas classics or the Joy of Noel bundles, or just stamp sets if they don't have a die cut, because everything we're going to use on the 6 projects, if it's die cut, will come already die cut for them. So these are the 2 bundles. And then some months I do an add-on, and I decided to do an add-on this month because I probably won't in November and December, because if I'm busy these months, it's going to only get busier with the holidays. And I have bridal showers and lots of wedding stuff coming up, because y'all know my daughter's getting married in February. So from here until March, I just get busier and busier. So I decided to do an add-on this month. So the add-on is, where did I put it? It's what I'm going to use in today's tutorial, the Radiant Light. So they can add this on, and when they add this on, they can also add on the brushed gold cards and envelopes. So this is the add-on because there's no dies with this. So, and again, just catalog cost. So I pay the shipping and handling and tax. Unless you're in Indiana, then PayPal will charge you tax. So if you add on all of it, then as a little Christmas bonus for you, I'm going to give you a full pack of this specialty paper. This will make an appearance on some of our projects. And I don't have it all laying here. So you'll get some of it. I haven't designed the projects yet because I was holding off till I was sure it was going to be able to be ordered. So this is the specialty paper that's part of the suite. But if you order all of it, then I'm going to give you a full packet of this. It will come cut in half because you know when you get your packets, it is cut in half. Makes it easier for shipping. But this paper, it doesn't matter if it's cut in half. There's no design that's going to mess up. So there's that. You have till the 10th of the month if you would like to join Card Club. It is a subscription service. I use PayPal subscriptions, but you do not have to have a PayPal to join. They just host it for me, but you can use whatever payment. It's nice and safe and secure. PayPal's a super safe service. I'll move all this out of the way. You can pause. You can cancel at any time. But if you're in it every 6 months after your 7th or your 13th or whatever, so it lasts, I count it 6 and 12 and 18, but then you get a loyalty gift. So I have all those ready to go. I've gotten a little bit better. Then every month they get a color tag we're building. I should have gotten that out, a little color wheel thing. I will show you when there's going to be lots of previews for this one. I'm going to do that. This preview is not it's just to show you the stamp set. If you buy this, obviously you'll be able to make this easily. And then I will show you the first project with one of the 2 stamps, and then I'll show you another bonus one that, again, you would be able to make easily. The rest of it, you have to be in Card Club to see them. So you won't get to see the other projects, but I will show you one. So let's do this one. I am going to use, these are just beautiful. And while they are gold, my daughter's wedding is black and gold. So I know they look very Christmassy because we're making a Christmas card, but you could use them for anniversaries. You can use them for weddings. They're just really nice to have on hand because that's the envelope and card match. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stamp on some white cardstock, and then I have a 5.5 by 1 inch strip of the specialty paper. And that's just going to be a little highlight. Then I pulled the frame out from, I think it's from the Classics. There's the two of them confuse me, but I think it's from the Classics. It's from one of the two. And I'm going to run this through gold foil, which is on back order. I hope that I have enough that I can use it if it doesn't come back in stock before on at least one of the projects. I know I can't do it on all your projects because I don't have that much, but we'll make it work without it because the cards can also be rustic because of that fun brown paper. I have put all of the things that I'm going to use. Actually, I'm not going to use the bow. I did Stampin' color it, but then I didn't end up putting it on my card. But because I'm going to cut these out, I just mounted them all in here, which is a great time saver if you are going to do multiples of these for your projects. I love this stamp. It's just a standalone stamp. It doesn't come with any dies, so we're going to have to hand trim it out. But growing up, my family always did Advent. We always had the Advent candles. And then, I don't know, we did it with, my daughter was little too. And then what happens is you hit like junior high, high school, and everybody's busy. And then your family doesn't eat dinner together, hardly ever. That happened to you guys? And especially my daughter, she was in every sport known to man. Although at Christmas time, she was the wrestling manager, which was, it sounds like, why did she do that? But she learned a lot. And, you know, then she went on to coach golf. So she got a lot of those coaching skills from that. But that was probably the saddest thing about sports when she joined sports, was that you lose family dinner time. But even to this day, when I blow out a candle, it takes me back to Advent and preparing for Christmas. And it's kind of sad that the whole reason of Advent is to prepare your hearts and kind of settle yourselves, and the quiet of it all and the busyness of it is what takes us away from doing it. So I'm going to color this with my Stella back in stock. So the Joy of Christmas paper back in stock. This is back in stock. If you are on my email list, I try my best to keep you up to date on what is back in stock, because sometimes it comes back and then it's gone almost right away. So I'm going to start with my bubble bath. I'm going to do one pink candle, because if you do traditional Advent, you know, there's 3 purples and a pink. And pink would be about the... last time I did this one, it's kind of hard to tell which is the shortest. It's not going to be the first one that's lit. It's like the 3rd one, I think. It's been a hot minute because, you know, then once your kids leave home, my husband and I don't do Advent, just the 2 of us. So it's been a minute. I'm going to do this one on this one. The candles aren't noticeably short. This looks like when it got to be when my daughter was not home very often, and we would sometimes do the Advent and all your candles are about the same height because they don't get burned often enough. You know, you do it right and they're all different heights because they each get burned at a different amount of space. So I'm just, if you don't know how to paint with a Stella, which are back in stock, you just take your lid and you smush it on here. This is Orchid Oasis. There's lots of different, you know, Advent devotionals you can do as a family for all different ages. You could do it as adults as well. These days we would be interrupted in our Advent by cutting paper. It would be that hot, the January try-it that would be right in the middle of all of our Adventing. Because we got to get it done early enough that our actual Christmas doesn't get interrupted. So you just have your ink in the lid here, and then you just kind of pull it down. And as it comes off of your brush, it will automatically give you some shading. You want to make sure that there is Stella fluid coming down through your brush. If it gets too dry, you'll know because it won't have that paint feel. It will just kind of be dragging dry paint. You can see as it gets a little bit less paint on there, it gets a little bit lighter. And then to clean your brush off, because you don't want some orchid going into either your flame color, I'm just going to take it over here, and I drug most of it off into the dry there. Now I'm going to color all of the foliage. So I got 3 different colors. This, I think, is garden green. So I'm going to do most of my stuff in garden green. This is an old pad, and I noticed afterwards that I got ink all over me from it. Just before when I was putting my phone in its holder. So it is what it is. I'm not an exceedingly messy stamper, but this is a messy pad and it does need to be cleaned up. Let's grab some of that ink over there. So I'm going to do my leaves in the garden green. And when you get a strong amount of ink to start out with, you can see that one's really dark, but that's okay because as I go, they get lighter. And it looks like you're shading. You don't have to know anything about painting. All you have to do is let that ink kind of run off your Stella, and it does the natural shading for you. It's watercolor 101 without having to know at all what you're doing. So this time I'm just going to get a little bit. I don't want to have that much on here again. Let's get this one little leaf up here. Okay, now I'm going to go to Shaded Spruce, and on this I'm going to do the ones that look like the fir, the spruce. Do the same thing. I'm going to get a bunch of ink to start. And this time I'm going to kind of brush it through the middle of these sprucey bits. And now I'm going to go back and kind of do the outside. So the middle of it's a little bit darker. You can kind of use this up over here. What I think would be really fun for an Advent card is to send it to somebody before the season kind of starts. Before they get the deluge of Christmas cards. Maybe send it with an Advent book or even an Advent wreath or just the candles. Kind of put a little bit of a twist on your Advent giving, or your Christmas card sending, I mean. Now I'm going to go to Old Olive. I just picked 3 greens. You could use any of them. You probably, if you're using the specialty paper, you do want to kind of get the garden green in there. So this is Old Olive. And I'm going to use my Old Olive, clean this up, and just kind of get rid of that on here. Now I have Real Red. I have Real Red because I intended to color my rhinestones with my Real Red blend, but I don't have any rhinestones. I can't believe that the rhinestones have been around forever, literally forever. So I thought I surely had some, but apparently the last time I've used them all up, I just didn't reorder any. So I'm just going to use some other red embellishments on this card. And then one of my girlfriends, one of my demonstrator friends that I meet with every week, she's going to save me and give me some. So when I do the Real Club card, I can put some on it. So you may see the other card. That's the alternate version before you actually see the Real Club card. So we have some red here. Now with this, I do want to get this red off. Now I want the rest to be gold because we're doing the gold. It's got a little bit of green in it. We're using this gold here, but we don't have a gold ink. But Wild Wheat is a fabulous stand-in for gold. So I'm going to use Wild Wheat and we'll get the flame, and then we're going to do this fun banner. So I'm going to start here with the edges where it's got the color, and then I'm going to kind of let it fade away, and then it'll be shimmery. Now I don't want it to be as gold everywhere else. I'm going to use some of it up there. So we get that first hit of the gold off on my flames up here. Make sure we get some shimmer around the radiance. And pick this up so you can kind of see the shimmer, especially on here where it's just that clear, but all of it's going to be super shimmery. So I'm going to take and hand trim this out, and then I'm going to put this through the cut emboss machine. Okay, here's all of the pieces cut out. Let's just pop this out real quick. I did run this back and forth. It's not just one pass. And then you can see on the back, I'm going to just show you, you do need to pop these little bits out, but they come out really easy. But it is one of the more ornate designs, so, and it's a thicker foil. So I don't want you to think that it's no work at all. It's a tiny bit, but not difficult. You know, if you want to roll your roller over it, you can do that, but because it's foil, do it on this side. You don't want to scuff up the beautiful foil. There is also, while I'm doing this, a new kit that came out today. That is a Christmas countdown kit. I think it's called Rustic Christmas. If you're on my email list, it'll be in the email. It would also go well if you send an advent card. The other thing that would go well with this, but I didn't want to get it out and use it on this card, are any of the sentiments from the O Holy Night that have the different scriptures in it. Would be pretty, oops, I have a mess with this. On the inside of this card, but I'm working in my O Holy Night class and it's about ready to film. And I didn't want to, if you do any kind of filming, you know, if you move something, you're like, I'll put that back. And then if you don't, and you go to film, you're like, oh, right in the middle of needing something and it's not in my little, I keep my stuff in little trays before I film. And if it's not there, then I'm not very happy with myself when I go to use something. So I have this folded in half. Those are so pretty, aren't they just beautiful? That's why this is a small piece. While this paper is beautiful, I didn't want to detract from my beautiful card. I'm just going to lay it right over here in the best place where I can see both things to their most beautiful part. Now this also has a piece that you can put in here that would pop the frame out, but I decided I liked that. And it's not going to cover up too much of, you're still going to get to see a lot of this. I think it just is a really pretty effect. And it's going to highlight our little Advent wreath here. Pop this up here. And then I'm going to use, I don't like these. In fact, I just went on a little rant the other day with my girlfriends. They take so long to put on, the little mini ones, but they do work perfect for this. If I have my preference, I would rather use the big one and cut it in half, because I use the big ones up a lot more. And so it seems like I use them up, and then there's always a bunch of these in my little spinny thing. And put this through here. It's a little bit crooked. Not crooked, uneven. I'm not going to put any ribbon on this card. I did think about it. I tried it, and it didn't need it. It was too much. I wanted the candles and the pretty frame to be all that it really needed. Now we have just our little accents. So now y'all are going to have to use your imaginations, especially if you're in card club, because if you're in card club and you get this add-on, you'll be able to make this easily because it's just the white cardstock. And if you get the dies, you just run this die through. This isn't one of the projects that you'll have the supplies for, but it's basic. You'll have the red rhinestones. So take out the regular rhinestones, take out a red blend and color them. Because I don't have them yet, I'm going to use the red and green adhesive backed pearls. You can also use the enamel effects and squeeze them on, because I want lots of them on here. So I'm just going to use the red ones, but pretend they're the rhinestones and we colored them red, because it would be the same effect. I'm just going to add some berries. Like I said, I'm going to add a bunch. Because the fun thing about Card Club is the girls are getting full spools of ribbon and full packages of embellishments almost every month. There may be a month where we do something different, but I would say at least 11 of the 12 months. I think every month this year they did get full packets. So you don't have to I can only put 3 on here because I don't know when I might get another package of embellishments, because they do. They're going to get one next month. So we use lots of embellishments, 5 to 7 on most of our cards. Even then, if they make 6 cards, that's 42 embellishments if they use 6. Shouldn't be talking, I should be looking at where I'm putting these. So they can easily put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 42. So if this was their packet, there are 200 in there. They would not even have used half if they did 7 on their 6 cards. So, because if you follow me, you know these make people happy when they're on a card. They make you sad if in 5 years you go to your drawer and they're still sitting there. That's not where they belong. They don't belong in drawers. They belong on a card. So here's your envelope. You could take one of the little stamps. You could take the little holly and stamp it on here. You can obviously, there's a greeting in this set, stamp it on the inside. Or like I said, take one of the greetings out of the other 2 sets that are part of your card club. Or if you have the, a bunch of you in club are in the Holy Night class. So you could do that. Here's this one. They're going to look all about the same. I switched up the candles. This one's a little lower. I think, no, I can't. This is mounted a little bit different. My gold's in a different spot. Super pretty. And if there's one thing that can kind of bring joy to me is sitting and just painting with, this morning I was painting the first one when my daughter was on her way to work and she was stuck in a traffic jam. So she called and we were talking all things wedding, of course. And so she was highly stressed as she was, well, at one point, people were out of their cars. It was an accident. So somebody was having a far worse morning than she was, but she was not happy that she was going to be so late to work. And she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm painting with Stella." It's her favorite thing in the world. And she's like, "Oh, I wish I was painting with Stella." It is so relaxing. If you've never tried it, give it a try. But if you're interested in Card Club, all the information will be down under the video if you're on YouTube, or head to my website. And this blog post will have the information. The few following with the upcoming samples with the other sets. There is always a club page on my website as well. So you can go to the top. It's under the stamping drop down. Have a great day. Bye.